right, what is going on, everyone? Another edition of the HickseyNana podcast. This is episode number 32, Dave?
I think, yeah, 32. Yep.
32, and this is the Corona Chronicles, episode 3. We'll welcome once again our good friend Joe Kometz, who is the recurring guest of the Corona Chronicles trilogy here on the HickseyNana podcast. And we got a good show for you today. We're going to talk about Post Malone and his virtual ping pong tournament. We got college students asking for refunds on their tuition and getting a video of their teacher dancing instead. And then we got our boy Omar from Sports Center getting a little frisky on using the Sports Center's social media account. In the middle here, we're going to have a nice interview with local up-and-coming rapper Butters. So stay tuned for that. That'll be right in the middle. But we start today, as we have with basically all of the Corona Chronicles, in that obviously we're going to talk about coronavirus a little bit. And Joe, you came out with a very interesting statistic. We were talking about this off air about the amount of people getting put in the hospitals right now.
Yeah, so, every day my dad, gets the numbers from his people, because he works for the health department. And, he pays attention. The thing he cares about most is the people getting hospitalized. Because most of the deaths are very old, old people who are compromised still. That's not changing. But he's looking at the number of people hospitalized. So 2 days ago, Friday into Saturday, the number of people getting hospitalized went up 20%. But the number of people, as of yesterday, it was 200 and something. But today, it doubled the number. So it went from 200 something to 400 something people hospitalized. So,
This is in the USA?
This is in Connecticut. Connecticut alone.
Oh, no.
This is in Connecticut alone. I don't know about all of the country, but we were looking at numbers for Connecticut.
Jesus.
And one thing, my dad also said is there's now 6 different mutations of the coronavirus. Not like anything is vastly different about it, you know what I mean?
His
but
face right there.
There's already
I've been
6
preaching
mutations.
I've been preaching about mutation for a couple of off air. I was talking about if this thing mutates, we're sitting ducks here, so that's what I was worried about for the most part. But yeah, go on, Joe. I'm sorry for cutting you off.
No, you're good. That's all. It's the mutations aren't deadly. They're just other mutations, little tiny little things in the organism. But so far, it's not really causing anything different to happen.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting you say that, Joe, because we were kind of just as a family today, looking over some side effects that could occur with coronavirus, just trying to get a good idea of what it would be like. And it was a list of stuff. It was just unbelievable how much stuff. Dry cough, shortness of breath. Shortness of breath, I guess, is the number one indicator that you have it, because it's something with your respiratory. I think it's I don't know really. I don't know exactly what it was, but it's I guess if you have shortness of breath or a runny nose, that could be the number one cause of a coronavirus, which for most people is just
Yeah. I can wake up sometimes and have just because of allergies.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Thing, though, my mom and dad they read and they showed it to me. Surprising indicator that you might have it. A lot of people start to lose their sense of smell and taste.
Oh yeah, I heard that too. Yep.
But let's say all of a sudden you can't smell anything, and I'm not talking you took a whiff, you can't smell it. But let's say if I held out a steak in front of you and you can't smell it, you should go get checked out.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, are any of you boys displaying any symptoms at all?
No.
Your families.
So far, we're all safe here at the Kometz household.
Good.
Same here. Household good.
Same here.
All right. We've talked about Corona so much, so we're briefly discussing that. And we'll move on to our boy Post Malone, who, trying to make something good out of this whole coronavirus thing, a coronavirus relief project in which they are doing a virtual beer pong tournament. Some of the people in this bracket, we have Travis Kelce of the Kansas City Chiefs, Rob Gronkowski, famously for being the tight end on the Patriots, his SI swimsuit girlfriend Camille, She'll be on that as well. Of course, you got Johnny Manziel, Money Manziel, rapper and I guess now actor Machine Gun Kelly, Kane Brown, and then MLB pitchers Trevor Bauer and Mike Clevenger, all part of this this beer pong tournament. In Post Malone in a post on Twitter, basically showing off this, I mean, fairly impressive trophy to say the least. Just something, trying to make some good out of this. What do you guys think?
I love it personally because we have nothing going on, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about people trying to do virtual stuff to help out people who need to watch something. But I think it's awesome. I mean, I think the trophy has nothing on the Cleveland can, as the three of us have famously competed for at Carter and Moore's house.
See, now that was prestigious right there. That was the creme de la creme right there.
Year 2 is coming back this year.
I'm actually gonna try and be better at that.
I think we need to start the tournament earlier in the day, because I always feel like we start it at like 9 or 10 p.m.
Yeah,
then there's so many matchups. Yeah.
Yeah, we started at 9 o'clock. We weren't even halfway done. It was already like midnight. People were leaving. I had to.
We got to make up right. And at that point, does it really matter what? I mean, who wins it or not?
Next time you're right, Joey. We gotta do it earlier to kind of, to get better results. But yeah, no, I mean, I don't know if you finished your train of thought there, but I was just gonna say this is something to do, something fun. I mean, the cards sounds pretty stacked up. I mean, we got some heavy hitters in there, so I mean, again, it's just something for the people to look forward to. I mean, there's nothing on the TV really, so.
I don't know if they're necessarily gonna broadcast it, because I was looking for somewhere like maybe a live stream on YouTube or something like that, or on Twitch that we could watch it. I didn't see anything, so I hope maybe at the very least he maybe puts like the top 4 somewhere. So I'm gonna I'll keep my eyes out definitely to see if those will be broadcast, because I feel like that's something pretty fun.
Should.
And at this point, I mean, I'm just watching reruns of games, so I think even a virtual beer pong tournament would be pretty interesting.
I'd watch.
With a lot of good names as well. So moving on from that, a lot of kids nowadays, or especially now because everything's moved to online, a lot of kids at universities are demanding their refunds. I know me personally, I didn't get any refunds because I don't live on campus and I don't have a meal plan, so I didn't get refunded there. But a lot of students at Southern, they immediately got their refunds. And we have these kids here at New York University, and they pay $60,000 a year for an art school. So
that's insane.
Waste of money.
Then think about that: $60K you're paying, right, to live in the city, and to also do art. I mean, what are you gonna do at home for art? That's mainly hands-on.
Yes.
So they asked the dean, can you give us at least a partial refund? So instead of either replying with yes or no, she sends a video of herself dancing to the R.E.M. track "Losing My Religion." Now, fellas, in this situation here, how do you think the dean handled it?
Not well, obviously. I mean, I think it's hilarious. It's hilarious, but I mean, if my dean at my school did that, I would not exactly be very happy. But I mean, because there's not a lot you could do. Obviously, NYU is has a lot of endowment. They get a ton of money, so they should have the money to refund the kids. But for some small schools, they might, like my school. They're going to refund us a portion of our housing and meal plan money, but my school's a very small school. They don't get a crazy amount of endowment.
Yeah, they can't afford to do that.
Exactly. That's why they're trying to navigate giving us money back without bankrupting themselves.
Which is
what I mean?
Which is fair,
Yeah. But in the case of, and what you were saying, Dave?
As long as they give you some money to kind of compensate for this, again, because this wasn't like a foreseeable thing. This came out of nowhere, like it blindsided everyone. So I mean, I do get, but you still have to refund the kids because they're paying a lot of money. Like school isn't cheap. You gotta. So a portion of the money should suffice for this whole thing. So, but yeah, no, boy, you saying, Joe. Sorry, again, I keep cutting you off. My bad. But
No, you're good, buddy. I was just saying, yeah, no, school like NYU, like, come on, you're making your kids pay 60 grand a year to go there. You definitely have the money to pay them back. Don't be, an idiot and send them a video you dancing to freaking songs and shit.
Well,
Like,
here's her explanation, which it makes a little bit more sense. Like, you can see kind of where she's coming from. So through her explanation, she says that the song itself speaks to frustration and disappointment, and this apparently helped her through times where she lost 30 friends of AIDS. And she concludes the email saying that I regret my email and left the reasons for my dancing misunderstood, although I will note that I have also received some positive acknowledgments, but his intent was surely neither frivolous or disrespectful. But again, you could have just said no.
Yeah, exactly. You could have just been like, no.
Yeah, she handled it very poorly. That's like, I'm trying to think of a good example.
Well, she's trying to be artsy. It's an art school. So she's trying to do it in a way.
Yeah, but this is finances we're talking about. It's just not. It's a lot of money. Like 60 grand. It's a lot of money. You cannot be taking at least there's a professional way of doing, like, say, okay, we can't do this, rather than dancing. Because if I was in that position, I'd be really upset because she didn't handle it professionally. She's a professional who should be handling it like an expert, but she isn't. So that would annoy me. Like, the money wouldn't even be that bad, but just the fact that you're dancing to me asking for my refund or whatever, that would get me mad because I'm paying a lot of money to go there, and so.
So moving on, Dave, you had a topic yourself. Try to explain it to us, because you tried to explain it to us before the show. We didn't really get it, but try again. I want to see.
All right. Well, again, I'm going off. I didn't find the article, but actually, that is online somewhere. But some woman apparently, her and her husband. This is someplace in Arizona. They I guess, okay. So I'm starting from the beginning. Our president was saying something about our scientists are testing this chemical or whatever, but I guess that chemical or whatever is found in fish, like the chemical used to clean fish or whatever. I guess that chemical is found in there, and so this couple mistook what he said as it's okay to go drink fish tank cleaning liquids. They did that. I guess the husband died, right, and the wife, I guess, is in critical condition, and she's now blaming our president for the husband's death and her condition because he said basically go drink the fish tank clean liquid. So I'm just saying, how does that make any sense? Again, you can find this online. I'm not making this up.
Right. So
I'm not exactly.
I'm reasoning right here. So a woman said that she thought she was going to die after she was poisoned while cleaning out her fish tank. Mark, they were scrubbing out the coral in the tank in their home. When they began to feel ill, so you said she blamed the president?
Yeah, because
the president of what, Dave?
Of our country. She again, I'm not making this up because Edit showed me this yesterday. I was working out with him and he was showing me a thing about maybe you might have the wrong thing there. I'm not 100% sure. So don't quote me on this 100%, but I'm pretty sure something like this happened. I don't know. I'm not making this up though, so just FYI.
Well, if this is true, the lady's an idiot. That's what I'll say to that. Because I'm gonna go drink some bleach, basically.
Basically, yeah. I mean,
it's like Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's not the antidote to the poison.
They thought it was a miracle cure for coronavirus.
Yeah, exactly. That's okay. I probably should have said this.
Yeah, that's kind of important there, Dave.
You know what? I probably should have said that. I don't know why. I thought in my mind I did mention coronavirus, but
there it is.
Yep.
Okay,
my neck,
so
my neck, boys, my neck.
All right, so now it's beginning to make sense. So we saw Trump on TV and his buddies, and they said it was safe, whatever this is. They drank it. It's not safe. They blamed the president. Okay. Yeah, so this lady, we were right. She was crazy. And that's another reason. I mean, people are so afraid about, this virus that they're willing to take risks that, that just
don't make sense.
They don't make sense to a crazy extent. And that's why it's important that even though that scientists now are speeding up a vaccination, it still needs to get FDA approved. That's why it takes so much time for all this stuff to go through. That's why there isn't a cure in a week, because if they just took every single idea, we'd have more ladies like this.
People. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
That's right. That's why it goes through a whole system, because you don't want to give people the wrong information. Obviously, this thing as the correct information, which wasn't the truth. He didn't say explicitly go drink the stuff. He said they're using and trying to find a cure with that chemical, and then that's so. I mean, at this point, honestly, I would just say it's natural selection. Like it sounds messed up, but it is what it is. You can't be doing things like that. You just use some common sense. That's why we have the brain up there, for common sense. But
it's funny. It's also funny because CBS initially reported that it was Trump's fault. I believe it. Time Magazine and CBS also reported this. Arizona man dies after taking chemical and coronavirus treatment touted by President Trump. I mean, come on. I get there's bias in the media, but do some research. You can't just throw that out there, man. I mean, what are we doing? Do we have any standards anymore?
We're bored. That's exactly what it is. They're bored too.
Yeah.
Well, look at exactly the perfect example. It's all about media wanting, the catch grab, the big, they want it first. Like when TMZ reported Kobe died, and the dude on ABC, or I don't know what it was. I remember being in school watching on it was either ABC, CBS, NBC, one of the big news networks. But the dude said, without researching, he said, "Oh, his entire family was on board," just to get that first, look.
Click,
and he was the first guy. So it's stuff like that. If people see that, like, oh, this dude said Trump said to drink bleach, so we drank bleach. That's basically what they tried to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was gonna say the media is not helping this situation at all. I mean, all they do is just keep fanning the flames rather than trying to alleviate this thing and try to let everyone calm down or whatever. Because honestly, panicking solves nothing. That's my philosophy here. Panicking will solve nothing. Like, for example, panicking when you're trying to swim doesn't help you out, and sure as hell is not going to help you with this situation. So you stay calm and whatever, but the media isn't helping. You're blowing the fire. They're trying to fan the flames of this whole thing, and it's causing a lot of more mass hysteria than it needs to be. So you should chill out with that. It's not fun. It's not good. It's not good at all.
All right, so I think this is a good opportunity to take a moment. Now we'll do our interview with Butters, so that will be going on now. Okay, we are here with Butters, the up-and-coming SoundCloud rapper. Butters, what's up? Say what's up to the people.
What up, boys?
Hey.
What's good?
No.
So, Butters, how are you doing right now in this this forced isolation? Have you been
Oh my God.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It's terrible. It's literally, I don't know. I've been bugging out. I feel like I'm gonna get it, but I mean, I know someone who just got it who's really close to me, and it's I was just chilling with him too, but it's crazy, dude. There's nothing.
I believe I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, me too.
Really?
I believe
we've had this person on the podcast, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe yes. Yes, we have.
Nah, it's crazy, guys.
It is.
Dude, it's just nuts, yo.
It's too much.
I think I was hearing something of we're actually gonna have an actual shutdown of the whole entire state, an actual shutdown. I don't know how true that is, but I don't know.
No, I think it's gonna happen. There's nothing to do. It's terrible.
What have you been doing to occupy your time so far?
Making a lot of music, of course. Every night I write a song. I'm actually starting to make my own beats now. I just got FL Studio today, cause I cracked it. I didn't buy that shit.
Of course.
But yeah, I'm gonna make my own beats, so I don't gotta pay all these people $50 just to use their beat.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And plus, it opens more room for your own creativity too. It's you can do your own thing now. Instead of sampling other people's beats, you could just do however you want it. Exactly. So.
Yeah, bro.
Butters, take me through your creative process. Dave and I, we make music together too, but I'm playing guitar, he's playing drums. How is it different? Do you think? What's your creative process like as a rap artist?
Well, the first thing I'll do is I go on YouTube and I look up a beat, like something that I would like, that like talks to me, like Lil Mosey, because I really fuck with Lil Mosey. And like I look up his beat and then I'm like, all right, like do I like the melody? Can I see myself singing on this and shit? And then like I start like writing, and if I don't like it, like I scrap it. But if I like it, I still work with it. And I mean, I finish a song right then and there. Like I don't do it and then push it to the side and wait. Like I just finish that shit there, and then I call Dave Kiernan. Then I sample it, I show him it, and if he says like yeah, it's a hit, then we go to the studio and I record it.
Wow, that's a very elaborate process. But it sounds I've listened to some of your stuff so far, and it sounds like you put a lot of thoughts into it. Like a lot of work went into the music you're making. So kudos on you, man.
Good looks, man.
I also like your process, how much quicker it is than Dave and I, because Dave and I, what we do is we'll come up with like a riff, or we'll come up with a beat.
Oh, God.
We'll record it for a little bit, and then we'll kind of just sit with it. And it's a much slower process. But yeah, I mean, I respect you like getting it out real quick. I mean, it's more efficient, and you can get more songs that way.
No, I feel like it's different though with you guys. Like I don't know, I've never like played like guitar or whatever. I feel like the process is so different. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, 100%, man. It's like you gotta make the riff. You gotta like kind of build upon the riff. It's not like for example, your thing. You could just kind of like sample things. I mean, obviously, I know you're doing your own thing now, but you can kind of sample it out, kind of feel it out, kind of like borrow other people's thing here and there. But rock, like everything, basically, like, a lot of music, it's like you have to borrow it from other people and stuff. But you gotta change it too. You gotta make sure it doesn't sound the same. So it's like a very, very complicated process. But we sometimes make it work. So.
Yeah.
And also it helps that you're also kind of solo too. It's like you don't have another person kind of doing your own thing. You're kind of by yourself doing your own thing. So that also helps quickening the process too.
No, I respect you guys for what you do too. We're just trying to make it.
I hear that.
Trying to get out of CT.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the plan.
That's the goal.
Then the world, right? First, get out of CT. So what are creative ways that you do to promote oneself? Because there's so many SoundCloud rappers out there. So what's one thing that you do that you think's creative to kind of put you on a pedestal above other people?
I mean, I could rap and I could sing. Like, I never really used to sing, but shout out my boy Eric back at my old school. He kind of sounds like Juice WRLD, like low key, and he always told me to like try and change my voice and like try and find it, because what I was doing really wasn't working for me. I'll be honest, like my music at high school was trash, like for real. And I noticed that now, but then like when he told me to change my shit, like I was like, all right. And then I started like practicing with my voice like every day in my dorm room. And then like I finally like I'm starting to get what I want. So I feel like I could rap, like I could do some hard like NLE Choppa shit, or I could sing like Lil Mosey. Like I don't know. I could do different stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I hear that. So you said that like your stuff before wasn't as good. So what do we expect on this next record?
Bangers, straight hits. Every single song, I'm telling you, man. Like like what I do, it changed. It changed for real. Everything.
So name a couple of things in particular that you've changed.
First off, one of my friends, Brendan Miller, made me a beat, like personally. So I got to use like I helped him make it, so it was like kind of crazy because I always wanted to make something that like talked to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
And I don't know. Wait, what was the question? I'm like zoning out.
Just like what's gonna be different on this record? Is there better beats? Is there harder lines? Like.
Oh yeah, a lot. What is it called? I have more bars, like for sure. Like I use whatever it's called. Hell yeah. I don't know. Something like that. You gotta listen to it. That's the thing.
Yeah,
like it's
right,
I don't know
exactly.
explain it, but like
exactly. Words can't really explain it. You gotta like actually listen to it and like kind of connect with it. Exactly. No, I know what you're talking about for sure.
Hell yeah.
So, Buzz, I saw that one time that you went on stage and you actually performed.
Yeah.
How is that? How is the just take me through that entire process. Take me through that night.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So my friend Eric too was performing. So actually, I'll take it all the way back. So my friend Eric got into it because I guess the people there like already knew his music. So he was like, "Yo, Butters, you should perform." I'm like, "All right, yeah." So I had to go like show him like 3 songs, and if they liked it, they picked you, and they picked like 8 people, and I mean they picked me right away. So I was very nervous, like I didn't know what the hell to expect, cause I was like, what do I do? What if I forget a line? What if I like fuck up in front of everybody and they're like, oh shit? But I called Dave Kiernan again and I was like, what do I do? And he told me just practice like in the mirror and like just go over everything a lot. So I was like, all right, and I did that. Like I did repetitive, like did that all day, days, and I was like, all right, I'm ready. So then I obviously took like a shot or two before because I couldn't go up there sober. Hell
Yeah,
no.
that's fair. That's fair. No, I got you, man.
That would have been like I would have been shit in my pants. But like yeah, no, I was I was chilling though. Like I went up and they played my song. And I was like, holy, like it was just the craziest experience, dude. It's just like everybody was like, I don't know, it was just all eyes on you, man. And I just got to do what I wanted to do. Like I've always wanted to perform. I always wanted to like show people my music, and I was able to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was crazy.
How was the crowd energy? Like, how were you like feeding off of that? Were they kind of cheering you on?
Oh
Or-
yeah.
You,
I
yeah.
mean, I'll be honest, I won't cap. Some like a good amount of people like they don't know you. Like you know when they don't know you, they're not gonna be like,
Yeah.
yeah, like let's rock with them. They want to hear you first and like see what you're about. But like my second or third song, they were bumping with it.
All right. That's what I like to hear, man. That's what I like to hear.
Hell yeah.
There's always that. I mean, Dave and I have done a few concerts together. There is that first awkward moment, like when you have to start, that I always feel is the hardest thing to do.
It is.
And then once you start playing, once you get going, you become a little bit more comfortable. And I think one thing that you learn with experience is that it's okay to make a mistake. Like I mess up all the time. Dave will mess up once in a while.
Oh yeah.
And you think it's the oh my god, it's the worst thing that ever happened, but then you'll go back and you'll listen to yourself and it's like, oh, I didn't even like.
You didn't even know it.
Yeah.
Exactly. And also the fans don't even know because like you don't even know they don't know exactly what your music is, and so it's like you can mess up or you can miss a line or whatever, but like they're not like musically like gifted enough to like know exactly what the mistake was, so like you could kind of get away with that. And
Yeah.
so I keep that in the back of my head like when I'm doing gigs and stuff like that too. You know, it helps.
And they don't. I feel like people don't really like. Yeah, they'll judge, but they won't be like super hard on you because you know how hard it is to get up on a stage in front of hundreds of people, especially playing your own song, knowing that some people might say you're shitty or trash, and like you never know. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly. They show you some sympathy. Exactly. You know, they kind of try to understand you where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Unless of course you're like abysmally bad, because I've seen a couple of on YouTube people who are like awful. Then you kind of that's kind of warrants that booing and all that stuff. But like if you're new to the scene, whatever, people have to give you some kind of like some kind of pardon, basically,
Yeah.
So.
Bro.
Because it takes a lot of guts to go up there.
Oh, dude.
Put all your creativity and work on stage and present it to people who can do exactly that. They could boo you off the stage. So that's why anytime I go see even like a cover band at the freaking fireman's parade, even any of there, I see them like, dude, they're messing this up. I still respect them though because they got out there. Yeah.
Dude, I puked a couple of times before we have gone on stage. I get very, very, very shaky, very nervous.
This kid is absolutely wild. Dave is by far, I think, maybe the best drummer I've ever met. Ever, right? He gets so freaking scared. Like, he'll be down before. Like, we just had a couple of our boys over to see us play. And Dave is downstairs playing the drums, practicing all he can because he's just so nervous he's gonna make a mistake.
I don't know why I do that, but like I start freaking out. Like, but eventually I feel like once we start, like you were saying before, once you start the music or this concert, whatever, then you get more comfortable or whatever. But like it's like that beginning, that frame before you start. It's when you're like, oh my god, it's like I can mess up or like whatever. You start overthinking.
Nah, but I've heard you, Mr. Riello. doesn't Miss Riello knew you drummed, right? Because he
Yeah.
talked about you all the time, like you and Hicksey, and I was like,
Yeah.
yo, let me hear their shit or something. I don't mind.
Riello was a good time. Riello really taught us a lot, I feel, as far as like
Sure.
how to like.
Hi.
I mean, he's been gigging a lot longer than Dave and I have, and he taught us a lot. Me personally, about how to play guitar and just how to like carry yourself in a band. And so shout out to Mr. Riello. I haven't seen him in a long
Yes.
time. We got to
Nice.
hit him up sometime.
For
Hell
sure.
yeah. Get a couple reebs with him. Drink.
Yeah, we'll
yeah.
drop a couple tracks. All right, so Butters, I'm a new guy. Let's say I've never heard a Butter song in my life. What am I expecting? Like, who do you sound like? And if you had one song, which one would you like show them?
Like I said, I'm melodic, so I sing. I sound like Lil Mosey, and like you know who Ian Dior is? Like a little bit of him. Oh,
I
you
don't listen to rap at all, so I have no idea.
Right. You know Lil Mosey, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a lot of people that heard my new stuff say that I resemble him. But yeah, and the song that I'd pick is Julius Randle, which is dropping April 1st.
Hey.
All right.
Something to look forward to.
Hell yeah.
You know? Get
Dude,
us
I
out
got
of
like
this.
10 songs.
Dude, I'm actually ready, man. I'm pumped. I can't wait to hear. I need something new to listen to. I think I've listened to the same music over and over again.
I'm
need
saying
something
this
new.
quarantine, man. This quarantine is the best time to get my stuff out.
Exactly. No, honestly, it is because everyone is going to be home. Everyone is going to be looking for something new to do. So like, I feel like Twitch streamers, YouTubers, musicians, probably the best time to like drop whatever thing or whatever creative thing you're doing. Drop it now because like a lot of mad people listening to it, dude. A lot of people listen to it.
A lot of people aren't doing shit. They're just sitting around. So might as well just listen to some songs, you know?
Exactly.
For real.
So you said Julius Randle's the one song you would have him listen to, right?
Yeah, it's hard.
All right, so here's what we'll do. I got an idea. So I think we should put. If you send me that clip, I'll put it at the end, so on the outro. That way, everyone can get a good little sample. And also, I'll put your SoundCloud. I'll put a link in there. That way, everyone can go over, and everyone could check out Butters,
Hey, good
the
luck.
new up and coming rapper right here.
Butters, for real. 203. 203.
All right, so thanks for doing this, Butters. We appreciate it, and
Appreciate you too.
yeah, best of luck, man.
Hell yeah, man. Hey, let me get some shout outs.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Sure.
Absolutely, yeah.
Shout out you two for letting me do this. Like, this is the first time I ever did something like this, for real. Shout out Dave Kiernan, my engineer, manager, producer, and shout out Juddy, that's my boy.
Juddy.
Shout out my family, everybody that's been down, like that's been fucking with me for a while, you know. Shit's changing.
Man.
Shit's changing.
For sure, man. I can't wait. I honestly, your career looks promising, my guy. I gotta be honest. Your career looks very promising, man. For sure.
Yeah.
All right, Butters. Thank you.
All right, boys. Appreciate you.
Yeah, we'll see you later, man. Thank you very much. Really appreciate this.
Stay safe, boys.
We will.
Okay, we're back. Hope you enjoyed that interview with our boy Butters. He's different, is he not, Dave?
Yeah, he's very unique.
He's a character.
Yeah, he's gonna be a good character, but he's a character nonetheless. I mean, he seems to have the passion though for what he's doing. I gotta give him credit for that. He seems to have he's very passionate about what he's doing, which is how it should be. If you want to do something, want to succeed with something, you need to be passionate. Again, you might get a lot of flack from the beginning. That's just how it is with everything. Not everyone just rises from the top like that. You need to start somewhere, and obviously you're gonna get a lot of ridicule and all that stuff. But you just keep going at it, keep chipping at it, and you're gonna get to the top eventually. So I honestly wish him the best of luck with this endeavors right now. Gotta be honest.
Yeah, so fantastic interview with Butters. So we'll move on and we'll do one last topic before doing things we like, things we hate, and it is coming out of ESPN SportsCenter on Twitter. So in the news recently, SportsCenter, ESPN specifically, is looking to bolster their social media presence. So they brought in Instagram guru Omar. I mean, that's what everyone knows. Omar's his page. He created House of Highlights on Instagram, which is, I think, all three of us most likely follow that. He has fantastic coverage on that. He then went to Bleacher Report to bolster their social media presence, and then ESPN most recently got him. Apparently, our boy Omar was was a little bored this weekend, as most of us are,
Yeah.
and forgot to switch his account, and he was on looking at Instagram model Megan Thee Stallion's live feed.
Let me go look at that, and just for scientific research. Let's go.
Right. He was just
Scientific research.
he was just seeing what's going on.
Exactly. Scientific
Apparently,
research.
he forgot to change accounts, and so on the ticker on her little comment thing, it says Sports Center, and it says "What's good." So our boy Omar shooting his shot, but unfortunately
Not on the right
him,
account.
not using the correct account.
I mean,
So what-
maybe it was on purpose. 'Cause, I mean, think about it. You're a million times more likely to get a response from,
True.
like, if you see someone, like, let's say, like, Matt, you posted a video, you playing baseball, then Sports Center. Oh, that's not a good example. It's sports, but like, you know what I'm trying to say. Like, she's a million times more likely to respond to that than if it was just some random Omar.
Right.
You know what? That makes sense because the regular, especially on the Instagram game, a lot of people on there. So like you have to stand out somehow. And the only people that stand out, the people with blue check marks and they have tons of followers. And she's most likely to reply to that than regular Joe Schmo. No offense, Joe. You're whatever.
You're good.
Listen,
buddy, you're good.
he's one of many Joes we know. So
Yeah,
That's
a lot
true.
of Joes out there.
That's very true. But I honestly think it's an honest mistake. I don't think you should
Well,
have
obviously,
any repercussions.
obviously it's a mistake. You didn't mean
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah, exactly. You shouldn't have any repercussions for it if you didn't mean to do that. And yeah.
But I was just gonna kind of bounce off that. How poor the Sports Center app really is as compared to Bleacher Report. It just feels like Sports Center is just so out of touch. Bringing in a guy like Omar, he's at the end of the day, he's just a kid. You know what I mean? So he's gonna make stupid mistakes like this. So is it the best idea for them to do it?
Exactly.
I don't really know. So
Yeah, I mean, they don't know any better. So I mean, they need. Obviously, I feel like they think. Is he a younger guy? I'm gonna guess he's a younger guy.
Yeah, he's young.
Yeah, they probably need someone to connect with the youth, and they were like, oh, okay, popular kid, and good with the Instagrams or whatever. Let's get him on there. Hopefully he knows what he's doing and tries to increase our viewership or whatever. And obviously he's still a younger guy, and I don't know about you guys, but I've made some mistakes. Well, not like that per se, but we're young, we're prone to making mistakes, so it is what it is. So
Life goes on.
exactly.
So I think that will conclude the main show, and we will move on to things we like, things we hate.
Wait, we gotta do a random topic, and I think I got one in my head
All
right now.
right, go ahead. We'll do a random topic.
All right, again, this is some YouTube stuff here, but you guys know who iDubbbz is?
Yeah.
Don't. I do
No,
not.
Joe?
I'm sorry.
All right, well,
No.
it's still gonna make whatever. It's still gonna make sense. So this was recently. I was watching Critical, of course. Shout out Critical. No, Joe. You gotta get
no
into
clue.
the game, dude. You gotta do it, man. I'm sorry. It's just some good content on there, Joe. Well, anyways, so the whole internet right now is kind of freaking out about him and getting mad about him because I guess his girlfriend, right, has you know what the OnlyFans thing is? You know what that is? You guys?
Yeah, OnlyFans.
Yeah. I guess his girlfriend has that, right? But she doesn't post anything provocative on there. She just has it, and people are willing to pay tons and oodles of money for her to just basically post like regular pictures of her like that on her fans page. Actually, you probably can find on Instagram, but you have to pay for this one. So the internet right now is in an uproar, just getting mad at iDubbbz. And iDubbbz is he's a very big, powerful figure on the YouTube stuff. So everyone's getting really upset about that.
So wait, Dave, before you continue, so she just posts normal pictures on her fans only account?
I'm gonna assume. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't do the OnlyFans thing. I think it's really dumb, but I'm gonna guess that's probably what she does because she probably would not be posting anything risque like that.
Dave, you don't get an OnlyFans page to post pictures of me. You know what I mean, Dave? Like,
Joe, I've heard, again, I don't know anything, but I've heard people just doing regular things, like for example, as like someone was saying, some people would just like be ironing, some girls would just be ironing, and people would throw money at her. Like sad people would be throwing a lot of money at them because I don't know what they're doing with their lives, but you know, point
I
is,
mean, I don't think people would
Dave,
be
I
getting
think
it
she
up for
is, dude, because she's like, I think it is, and she's
Who
average.
cares? Let her-
IDub isn't bad looking guy. If anything, he's more attractive. All these nerds here. Because I saw he came out with a video the other day, and I think basically what he was saying was like, I'm okay with her doing that. Like, it doesn't really bother me. Like, if that's how she gets money, it's how she gets money, or something like that. See,
I
I
don't know.
mean, like,
You gotta do what you gotta do. That's my thing.
I guess.
Let her go for it. A lot of people got OnlyFans and premium snaps and
And
stuff.
people are willing to pay $40 a month for it. Like,
Dude, I know people up at school. One of my friends, this dude texted her, "Send me feet pics. I'll pay you $100 a pic, max like 10 pics. 10 pics. You literally just easy money. I would have done the same thing.
they got it. They got it easy, man. They were playing. They were like
if
easy.
I could make an OnlyFans page, Dave, and just post pictures of me looking like this, and I'm gonna get paid for it.
I get it now, Dave.
I mean, yeah, but
So iDubbbz in previous videos had slammed people for doing this, the fans only sort of thing, and now that his girlfriend has one, and she posts these provocative pics, they're like, iDubbbz, like, you go out and you say like, oh, Thought Patrol, whatever, but your girlfriend's doing it right in plain sight. So, and then I guess now he came out I saw he came out the video the other day, and he basically was like, it's like, I don't really care. It's like, I never said that. And so they're just kind of exposing iDubbbz as a fraud.
I mean, again, you do what
So
you do. What
that's the
you
story.
Yeah, do what you do. Honestly, it doesn't. I don't really care. But personally, I just think that the whole OnlyFans thing, it's a complete waste of time. It's dumb. It's stupid. It's just for sad people. I don't know. I mean, it's pointless. When you could get, I mean, I'm not gonna go there, but there's other ways to get those things rather than just paying for them. I don't know. Think about that. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. But people
Dave,
do it.
it's 2020. We respect women, okay?
Hey,
So let's
Dave,
stop
what the
with
hell,
it.
bro?
Thanks. All right, we're clean. This is a clean podcast, from my understanding.
We're a progressive podcast, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
you know what?
I
Yeah,
thought
you
that's
know
what
what?
we were
Yeah,
going for.
absolutely right. I'm not slandering the people. I'm just saying it's funny how people are paying so much money for that stuff when you could just find it online for free. So, hey, again, at the end of the day, make your money.
Okay, Mr. Dave. One thing you like, one thing you hate. What do you think, Dave?
Yeah.
Nah, you guys go first because that's a tradition.
Oh,
You
come
guys
on, Dave.
It's
You're the one who
Dave.
invented it.
Wait, no. Here's what we'll do. Who went first last time?
Me.
Matt. So this time
Oh,
I'll go
snake draft.
first. Next
Snake
time
draft. Yep.
Dave goes
Like
first.
it.
All right.
All
That's
right.
fair.
So my hot seat is the tri-state area, because I was all over Twitter, social media, everything yesterday. How Trump is considering putting a complete lockdown on Connecticut, New York, and New Jersey, because this virus is starting to get out of control. We have the most confirmed cases in the world. I think those numbers are a little bit false, because I guarantee you China and Italy covered a lot of stuff up or just didn't test people, because they have like 10 times more deaths than we do. But in terms of people getting infected, this is starting to get like serious. You know what I mean? Like, people are starting to get, it's like it's just going up and up and up. And, even Trump is starting to realize, like, hey, maybe telling people to stay inside without enforcing anything isn't going to do anything. Well, hey, Trump, you're right. And obviously, I'm a Trump fan, but I think he's going about this so wrong. I think if he wants to shut it down, he can't, hem and haw, go halfway. He has to go either be all in or all out. If you want this to stop, hey, everyone stay inside, enforce it with the military.
I was going to ask you a question, Joe. Do you think that, like, I know China, they said that there's basically no more cases over there. Do you think they're definitely hiding stuff? Because, I mean, they were hiding this thing before. So, like...
Well, Dave, they were doing a lot of...
Yeah, so...
they were burning bodies in the streets, Dave. So, yeah, I think they're still hiding a lot of stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
I have a big conspiracy theory saying that it's a man-made Chinese virus, but we're not going to get into that on this episode of this podcast.
I think next episode we could do that because I really want to have some conspiracy. I love conspiracy theories, man. I actually heard about one that's we're talking about like how the 5G network was responsible for this. You guys hear about that?
I did not.
Yeah, they were talking about how like 5G network is responsible for the whole coronavirus, and I was like, there's absolutely no way, but
could be. You ever watch? I think it was Kingsman. That's what Samuel L. Jackson did.
Yeah.
Smart move on his part.
Good movie.
Gave out free service and then killed half the population.
Oh, Kingsman. That was a great movie.
Genius move on his part. I feel like that would work no problem today.
Oh, for sure. Oh, kidding me?
If you told me I could get free cell service, over.
Boom. See you later.
Yeah.
Kind of what they're doing right now, if you think about it. A lot of companies are giving out free Wi-Fi accounts.
Suspicious.
Maybe we're digging up something here on the HickseyNana podcast.
Yeah, we're covering some new ground here, guys.
So Joe, what's one
Black
thing?
helicopters will be flying in.
Yeah.
FBI, open up!
So what's the one thing you like there, Joe?
So my cool throne is basketball, and by that, you know the league, the Big Three. It's Ice Cube's league. It's the 3-on-3 professional league.
Yes, I did hear about this.
They were talking about doing a reality TV show exclusively during coronavirus, where they're going to get healthy, former like players from the league, put them in a giant house, and just have a massive 3-on-3 tournament and have it on ESPN, have it on all the sports networks, and just like have a big tournament play out night by night. Like, night one, it's the three of us versus, another three people, and just have that going for a while to get people's minds off of coronavirus. Because that's one thing about sports, it's an escape from your everyday problems.
And guess what? If it's on,
oh my gosh,
probably gonna be watching.
So
There's
many
not much
people
else you can do.
Oh yeah, no, the views are gonna go way, way up. Like it's gonna be ridiculous.
And also, just quickly cycling off of that, just sports in general, really quick. If the NBA and NHL come back, they are talking about just diving right into the playoffs, just having the regular season end, and the top 8 teams from each conference just start the playoffs right away.
I think that's what they're gonna have to do. I just don't think they have enough time.
Exactly. So what are they going to do? Play this out? Like, I know they're saying play it out until August, but
but for hockey, the season starts picks up right in September, October. So
because the NBA is considering the NBA is considering moving the start of their season out of Christmas Day, but they're talking. I think they should just go right into the playoffs. Because my Grizzlies would make the playoffs as the 8th seed, but I think that's just the smartest thing to do for
still
the
have
NBA.
that, by the way.
And NHL, yeah, it's a good hat, Dave. But and also the MLB is considering expanding playoffs immediately to make up for all the money they're losing right now because the MLB isn't doing so hot financially. But that's all I gotta say on that for now.
I have a question for you guys. So I'm trying to get it. I want to get into hockey really bad because I went to one game. And what I saw from that was the game you took me to, Matt. The
Sound Tigers.
Bruins, yeah, Sound Tigers, yeah, yep.
Sound Tigers, awesome.
And that was a fun game. There wasn't that much fighting, but the fighting I saw on there was some action-packed stuff. So let's say I'm a noob, right? I'm trying to get into hockey. Like, give me a beginner's guide on how to get into that whole sports. Like, give me some, because I really want to get into hockey. Because I want to get into some kind of sports. Because it's not. I see you guys talking about it.
Matt's a big hockey guy.
Yeah, I'm a big hockey guy. So I think the number one thing is, Dave, you gotta find where your morals lie. So you have hockey started with the original 6. So you got the Wings, you got the Leafs, you got the Blackhawks, you got the Bruins, you got the Canadians, and
I don't know hockey, but I'm pretty sure weren't the Rangers.
Sure, we'll go with
I don't know.
I think the Rangers. That sounds. Yeah. We'll say that's right. Those are like your original 6 teams, and then they expanded from there. So, Dave, do you want to be old school? Do you want to be new school? Because we also have a brand new team. They actually had an expansion team not too long ago in the Vegas Golden Knights, who are doing very well. I'd argue the best uniforms in hockey. That's a team you can get into. It's also a West Coast time zone, so you can watch those late at night.
Dave, you could stick with Seattle because it was supposed to be this upcoming season. I don't know if it's going to get pushed back now, but the NHL is going to have a 30-second franchise in Seattle. So you're already a Seahawks fan.
Yeah.
You could stick with Seattle once the team starts up.
And I believe they are also going to they also are, I think they're like the Riverhawks or something like that. So they're like a bird, and they're going to be that same green and blue colors. So
I want to stick with the bird and green and blue theme.
so actually, I think
So
that
you could stick with.
I think next season would be a really good year to get you into it. So most expansion teams, unfortunately, they stink
Suck.
the first year because they only
Frisky's
pick.
perfect example.
This is a perfect example, right? It takes a couple years for those teams to build up. It's very rare that the Golden Knights in their first season was so successful. So if you're going to be a Seattle fan, it's great for you because you can stay up late at like 10 o'clock and watch the games. I would recommend getting ESPN Plus as well because that will get you a free range of out-of-market games that you can
I can share
watch.
I can share you with my password too.
Okay,
so you don't have to worry about it.
And what I recommend when you first watch the game, you should probably come over watch a game with me. I can kind of set a lot of ground rules.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah.
But what I tell a lot of people to do is just watch one individual player skate. So find one player and just watch him skate and just follow him around. Because if you're just watching the puck, then it can kind of get a little confusing. There's so much going on. But if you just watch one guy per shift, that kind of, I feel like, eases everyone into it. And then once they get into it, and once your team makes the playoffs, makes a good playoff run, like the Bruins made last year, after that, you're hooked for life. If you ask me, I don't know.
Got it.
So I'm reading here. I'm looking up the NHL Seattle team, and they're supposed to start in 2021. Is supposed to be their first season.
Okay.
It was supposed to be this year, but because of coronavirus, just to be safe, they pushed it back a year, which makes sense. But they are still trying to pick a name. I'm trying to look at the final names. I can't find really.
It better have a good logo. We don't want.
Well, I saw that the favorite was some sort of bird that resembled a Seahawk.
Okay.
And I believe they were keeping the same colors as well. That expansion franchise is very interesting because they actually had a website where they were like, what kind of stadium do you want? What kind of music do you want? Do you want to do like live? Like we could do like a live band, or instead of doing a live band, we can have like a DJ or something like that. And like how much concessions we're gonna be, and what kind of food they're gonna sell there. So they've been really open about this new team and really been very fan friendly. So I don't know, Dave. Maybe a forward thinking team for you, Dave. Maybe that's what you need.
You know what? Yeah, honestly, because like I said, I really, I fell in love with that game. I was like that one game we saw. I was like this I could stick with, but I'm not really committed to the sports thing. I'm trying my hardest, guys. I really am, but I just for some odd reason can't. So I'm actually gonna use all my energy and might try to get into hockey this upcoming season. And Matt, please guide me and help me out here, because I feel bad. Honestly, when you guys are talking about sports, and I'm just like, yeah, yep.
All right, Dave. So I'm gonna take that as your thing you like. The thing you like now is hockey. What's one thing you hate, Dave?
Yes. Okay, so I've been practicing. Well, again, these are, it's nothing really like hate. It's just part of whatever I do. But I've been working out a lot more lately, and I don't know what it is. But like these injuries have been coming out of nowhere. Like for example, my shoulders have been hurting more than like normal, because I already have a bad shoulder. I already have a terrible shoulder.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
Dave, interesting.
Why do you say that?
No, I'm just joking, because whenever I would tell you to take a day off, you'd be like, no, I cannot have a day off.
I took a day off.
That is one thing that is weird about you.
I'm taking a day off. I take days off on Sundays. Sundays are my days off. But I get back. I had to. It's a part of my schedule now. I cannot work out.
Dave, if you're starting to get hurt like this, you honestly, and I know this might be Satan talk for you, you might need an entire week off. Because Dave, you're saying
you might actually gain 2 pounds.
That's big.
That.
Wow,
that's big, bro.
I'm trying to be one
during cutting season. Gaining 2 pounds, unheard of.
Yeah,
I'm trying to be 165. That's my goal before the summer starts or whatever.
You said 160?
165 or 170. 165.
Where are you at right now?
190 something.
By the time the summer starts, you want to be down 30 pounds?
I want to be. Well, again, that's the hope. It's probably not going to be that, but I want to be. Okay, so realistically, it'd probably be like 180. Realistically, it would be 180.
Okay, Dave, yeah, that's better, dude. 160. I'm like, Dave, you want to lose 30 pounds in like a month?
That's the goal, though. I want to lose a lot. I want to be
Dave,
very.
How much weight do you think you can drop without losing your muscle?
Yeah, Dave, because you also have a lot of muscle mass. That's one thing you got to take into account too.
Because I want to push I want to actually, I'm trying to push myself more. So like, that's a goal of mine I've set for this year. I'm gonna try to accomplish it. Probably not, but I'm gonna give it a shot for sure. But that's my goal though. So we'll see. But anyways, oh no. But back to the thing though. I'm drumming today, right? I'm trying to get some things going. My legs are starting to like bother me now. So I can't do the quick things I'm trying to do anymore now. So I don't know. You're all right, Joe. I may have to take a entire week off. It might sting me, but I may have to do it, man. Because it's getting out of hand now, dude. I'm actually having to ice like.
Dave, I think you are the one person in maybe the entire world that is mad that they need to take time off to work out.
It's
most people are like, oh, taking a week off. Oh man, that's so great.
Yeah, exactly.
Dave, on the other hand,
I've done it before. It's pretty nice.
It's
like,
awesome,
it's
dude.
like ingrained.
You can go out and eat whatever you want.
Nah,
Yeah, it's awesome.
If anything, I'm doing really good with my meals now. I don't eat sugars anymore. I just just trying to be eating healthy, rice, broccoli, chicken. I know it's boring, very very boring, but I'm sticking to. So yeah, Joe, I might have to do it. It might sting me, but you know what? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So hopefully.
Exactly.
All right, how about you, Matt? What's your things you hate and what things you like?
All right, so I'll start with things I like. 328. That was the date yesterday, and if you guys don't forget, that was also the score of the Falcons-Patriots game back in the Super Bowl. And to dedicate the 328 game, they actually broadcasted the game on Fox yesterday, so I got to rewatch that game and just take it all in. You know what I mean? It's been a little while, and you just recapture it. Even though they're gonna win, there's always that just that great feeling, and yeah, man, and it just makes me miss Brady even more. You know what I mean? Just kind of watching him go out there and just absolutely, he struggled at the beginning, but then he overcomes it and comes champion. Oh, dude, you guys just really, you can't beat that.
So much. I was gonna say enjoy it now because you're probably not gonna go to the playoffs again for a very long time.
Guys, listen to this. I've fully convinced myself Jarrett Stidham is going to be a franchise quarterback.
Jarrett Stidham's the next Brady.
Fully convinced myself. I watched this video.
Jarrett Stidham if I have to watch the Patriots dominate for another 20 years in the same division as the Jets, I might just quit football.
I watched this video. It was called Jarrett Stidham, King of Texas High School, and I watched it, and they had Kevin Cobb on there. And Kevin was like, Jarrett does stuff, man, that I didn't do till like my third year in the NFL. I'm like, oh, really? And all of a sudden now I'm starting to watch his preseason tape, and I'm like, oh, this guy, he's something else. He has a nice he can run, he can expand play with his legs. He's got a nice big arm, can throw out of really any stance, and I think if the Patriots just come out, run the football, and then kind of ease Stidham in, could be looking at another 20 years of success. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, like Joe said, I don't really watch. I don't really pay attention in general, but yeah. Stop watching football.
He was a stud at Auburn. I can tell you that, but he went to Auburn, right?
Yeah, that's right. He went to Auburn, yeah. And
I don't know. I thought he transferred to like Baylor or something. I don't know why.
I think maybe he started in Baylor. I think he went. No, I think it was the other way around. He started in Baylor and then transferred.
Yeah, because I think he played for both at some point, but.
Because I think he lost the job to Bryce Petty or something like that, so he transferred to Auburn.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. Actually,
he only beat Alabama, I think, once or twice, so not too bad of a resume. And the Patriots just snagged them in the fourth round or something like that. So we'll see. Should be interesting. So things I hate. Damn. Things I hate. I just had it in my head. I should have written it down. Damn it.
You gotta come up with a better name for this thing, by the way. I think it's
Hot Seat Cool Throne.
But isn't that someone else's? We can't do that, Joe.
We'll pay Barstool. We'll pay him luxuries.
Okay, all right. You know what? Yeah, why not? Let's do it.
You know what? After watching that. Things I hate. Sleep schedules now. Sleep schedule's all off, man. Sleep schedule's completely messed up. I think I texted you guys today. I was like, I'm even going to bed at like 3 a.m. now because why not?
Yeah, exactly. It's just how it happens. Because I'm the same way. I right now it's what is it? Like,
10?
it's 10:44.
Yeah.
Like, this is early to me. Like, after this, I'm gonna shower. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna study a little bit more. I'm probably gonna watch TV for like another 2 hours. Like, it's just how it happens.
The new 12 a.m. is, what did I say? The 3 a.m. is the new 12 a.m.
It's true.
So that
Yeah,
on
no,
Twitter the other day.
I've been waking up very, very late too. I need to stop that. I think from today on, I'm gonna try to wake up at 8 o'clock, and that's gonna be my, I'm gonna try to go to bed around like 1, 2. That's typically what I like to do, but I'm gonna try to wake up earlier because that's enough time to sleep and catch up.
There you
So
go.
yeah, because I don't like waking up at like 12 o'clock in the morning and like the whole day's basically gone by. That's just annoying.
You're also a big nap guy too, so
You know what? Yeah,
you should be good.
yeah. Well, actually, I'm not taking that many naps anymore. I used to. Remember back? This was like two
When we were in
2
high
years ago.
school, Dave,
Yeah.
you would take naps. You would get back from school at like, we'd get back to school at like 2:30. You'd take a nap at 3, then you'd text at like 7, like, hey, I just woke up from my nap. I'm like, Dave, you're sleeping for like 17 hours in a day.
I don't know what was wrong with me, but I was like
Crazy.
lethargic basically. It was bad.
I feel like that'd be difficult, especially how early we had to wake up for high school too.
Yeah. So, but again, I'm getting better with it now, so I don't do that anymore really. So, because I'm busy now. It's not like high school I didn't really do much, but now it's like I have homework and things I gotta do. I got other things that are going on, so it's not like I could just do that when I want to. So.
All right, so I think that wraps up another edition of the HickseyNana podcast. I promised Butters I would play his new song at the outro here, so you guys can take a quick moment and enjoy the first 30 seconds or so of the new track from our guy Butters. So thanks for watching, and we will see you guys soon.
All right, peace out.
Everybody.
Bro, got a jet like a candle, blowing out, I feel like Julius Randle. Bustin' a chop out the bando, see me walk through in these new Gucci sandals. You cannot press me, fucking little shawty, she ride like a jet ski. Baby so sexy, diamond on chill, man, I feel Wayne Gretzky. Bro, got a jet like a candle, blowing out, I feel like Julius Randle. Bustin' a chop out the bando, see me walk through in these new Gucci sandals. You cannot press me, fucking little shawty, she ride like a jet ski. Baby so sexy, diamond on chill, man.